Hey, it's me again. Still alive. It's kind of a odd day since I have nothing to do. I figured I'd make a video about this, a bow and arrow. Can you see all of it? There we go. That long. That's how big my bow is. It's a bear bow. So it's a good bow. It's a really good bow. It's about 30 something years old. Really is amazing. It's really fun to shoot. Everything. But yeah, so I figured since archery is kind of cool anyways, and maybe if you want to ever give it a try. Ow. Dug into a sliver. That hurt. Anyway, if you wanted to ever give archery a try, figured you might want to at least know somewhat know what you're doing. With this particular bow, this is a compound bow. Notice all the extra strings in here, this area. This one, way out here, is one you pull on. In case you didn't know that already. That's a wasp, okay. Oh, and yeah, I'm in my backyard, as you can tell by the forest behind me. Back here, so that way my neighbor's dog doesn't bark at me because I have a bow. That dog does not like bows at all. But yeah, so all these little cables and pulleys are what give the bow most of its draw weight. This is set to 45 pounds right now because I hurt my shoulder a little while ago and that's been acting up lately. So I lowered the weight to 45 pounds and I took the sight off of it. There used to be a sight, kind of was bolted on here, stuck out that way, so as I'm aiming, there's something to look at. I took that off and surprisingly I'm a better shot without it. So yeah, and then stuck it in the ground behind me. I have my arrow. I don't know if you can see it, but there's my arrow. It's a carbon fiber arrow. It's actually, I found it, I shot it in like November before I even had a target and shooting in a box. The box fell over, so I was shooting at the bottom of the box. It went under the box. For some reason I wasn't able to find it again until 2 days ago. So found it, brought it inside, sanded all the rust off that target tip right there. There's different tips. There's blunts, there's blunt tips, there's target tips, there's broadheads. Broadheads are the dangerous, are the really dangerous ones. This is target tip, so this is just for shooting targets. I can't kill anything with it. I mean, probably could, but it'd take a little while. And it just wouldn't be good to hunt with. Anyway, which, yeah. I have not gone bow hunting yet. Gone hunting. Never gotten anything, really. When you're shooting, most of the time there's a little point right there, right where the arrow is. There's two little notches right there and there. Put the arrow between those. What I've been doing lately, because the string's kind of starting to get worn down there in that spot, so I've moved it to under the two nocking points, and right now it's actually even more accurate. That was a bee on my hand. That was not fun. But yeah, so when I'm walking around with my bow, since I don't have anything really great to hold the arrow in place with, is my finger, so it doesn't move while I'm walking. I can hold the bow upside down. I can hold the bow like that. Just hold it down. So that way when I'm walking, you can't really see it. When I'm walking, I can just walk around normal, swing my arms back and forth like I normally do. But when you shoot, especially if you're shooting with a broadhead, is the sharp point. Put your finger down there when you're getting ready to shoot, and kind of hold it on an angle and then draw. Yes, I know when I draw, I roll my shoulder. That's just how I do it. Really, just find a way that works for you, but I do. Yes, I know this part of my head, top of my head is cut off. I'm well aware of that. But to show you what I do when I draw is I bring my left arm up, so that way as I draw it's doing some of the work. So that way it's not just my right arm pulling it back. Push down, drop back, and right now I'd be ready to shoot. But I'm not going to, because if I did, I'd poke a hole in our shed. It's not cool. But yeah, that's how I draw my bow. Basically do it however you feel comfortable with doing it, and I'm gonna go out front now because I think that dog's inside, and that is a weird bug right next to the camera. So I am going to go out front and take a couple shots. Alright. And I'm just going to film it like a montage. Pardon the shifting of the camera and everything, but I'm just going to film the rest of this like a montage.